grand afternoon. It's about 2:30 p.m. I'm out here admiring my work that I did this morning, potting my dwarf black mulberry treelings and repotting all my mango treelings that I grew from seed, repotting those from the small, very low in height bonsai pots into air pots. And as I was saying in my other video, the reason why I did that, because I wanted those mango treelings to develop a much bigger root ball as they grow. When you have a stronger root ball for your tree, your fruit tree is going to yield more fruit and more healthier fruit. So while they were growing in the smaller, very small bonsai pots as treelings that doesn't have a high height area, the root ball could not grow bigger, which was actually, from what I observed, was stunning the growth of the mango treelings. That's why it's very important to not only observe your trees while they're growing. I learned this from a what I call a master gardener, because he was an elder gardener in Japan. I was in Japan in the Navy and moving around to all the other countries. I talked to their gardeners, and this elder gardener told me, well, not only observe your trees, listen to the tree. The tree will tell you what it needs to grow. And I learned that from the elder master gardener. That was years ago. But I learned to listen to my trees. So, and this is why I repotted all these mango treelings that I grew these guys from seeds, because I was observing them, the growth rate, and I also was listening to these trees, and especially this one right here. This one was not, it had stopped growing. See the little chip on there, the little green tip? That little chip's been like that for like 3.5 weeks. So the growth rate has slowed down on this mango treeling. It wasn't growing anymore. And the same with these, but this one wasn't growing at all anymore because of the root ball that was in this, in this very low, small bonsai pot. The depth of this bonsai pot is only like 2.5 inches. So the root ball could not grow out anymore. It couldn't grow down, so the plant stopped growing. So I listened to the treeling, and the treeling told me, hey, I need more space in depth so my root ball can get bigger, grow more roots, so I can develop more stems and leaves, so I can grow up top more. So that's why I'm saying it's important to listen to your your trees. They will tell you what they need to grow. So I knew it was time to repot these mango treelings that I grew from seed into air pots, because the air pot has a lot more depth, a whole lot more depth. So the root ball is right here. Now it has all this room all the way around to get bigger and grow lots of new roots, meaning that all of these 3 mango treelings will start to really take off and grow up. Well, they're not going to grow up because I have them wired in bonsai to grow the way I want them to grow as I'm bonsaiing them. But they're going to develop all types of new stems and new leaves, and they will grow. And eventually, they will fill in. This whole pot will be filled with a nice new, larger root ball. Meaning that a lot more healthier growth up top. And then once they get bigger, I can transport them into my bigger DIY wooden bonsai pots. A big cloud is coming over me right now, so it got darker. Beautiful. As the sun is in the west now, as we get closer and closer to sunset, in about, I'm thinking about 2 hours and 45 more minutes. So as you can see, the micro food forest is changing a whole lot. I moved this pot into its new place right here next to this one that I made. This beautiful fig tree that's growing well, and another DIY wooden bonsai pot. There's another one. There's another one. And all my treelings, my small treelings, are now in air pots again, so I can grow nice root balls, and they will take off. There's 2 more mangoes that have been repotted in air pots to get bigger. So I do all my food forest work in the morning time. I do all this in the morning time before 12 o'clock. So everything's looking good. I listen to my treelings. I listen to them. I heard their voice and I repotted them. I listened to what the elder gardener told me when I was in Japan way over a decade ago. I listened to him. Listen to your trees. Your trees will tell you what they need. Not only observe them, but listen to them. So I'm always out here looking at all my fruit trees, noticing that I have new growth. I have new growth right there. I look for pests that are insects that are on my fruit trees. The tree will tell you what it's going through and what it needs by observing it and listening to it. So it's been a beautiful Sunday. One of the wild food forest cats is up there on one of my aquaponics filters. He's in, well, I think it's a she. I think it's a she. She's enjoying the food forest as usual, taking a nap. You guys have a nice Sunday. Listen to your trees. Trees do talk. They talk in their own way. I'm gonna leave it at that. At the end of the day, we have to start thinking about doing things for ourselves, growing food for ourselves. At the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to save us. We gotta save ourselves.